What's up, guys? My name is Pete, and I'd like to welcome you to yet another edition of Phipps Tips. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the overall market. We're going to check out our top performers. We're going to have a look at our biggest winners and our biggest losers. And then we're going to wrap it all up with a little bit of technical analysis of some Bitcoin and a few news articles that I found pretty interesting today. For those of you who are considering investing into cryptocurrencies, a couple of things you might want to know. All that and more coming up. Don't move a muscle. And we're here on CoinMarketCap.com. Market cap checking in at $436 billion with a 24-hour trade volume of just shy of $24 billion. And the Bitcoin dominance checking in at 36.1%. Of our top 5 currencies today, Bitcoin down 1.6%, Ethereum down just basically not moving at all. It's down 0.03%. Ripple down 2%. Bitcoin Cash down nearly 3%. And EOS up nearly 1%. So pretty much just a bunch of sideways movement today, guys. You know, nothing crazy going on in the neighborhood. Let's see what we got going on against Bitcoin. And we have Bytecoin up 104.8%. Holo up 21.01%. iOS token showing some life, 19.74% up against Bitcoin. Ethos finally making some moves, up 18.73% against Bitcoin. And Pundi X rounding out the top 5, doing big things against Bitcoin today, up 15.37%. Pundi X1, guys, the past month or so, this coin has just let loose and gone to the moon, literally. We're going to check out our gainers and losers of the day. And wouldn't you know it, Bytecoin takes the #1 spot with $582 million worth of 24-hour trade volume, 101.4% up today on the day. Aditus up 77.23%, Maggie up 63.67%, AlphaCoin up 53%, and EOS DAC up 45.5%. Our top losers today, guys. Stockchain down 73.5%, Hellbiz down 38.2%, Guaranteed Etherance down 23.86%, Crowd Machine down 22.26%, and Primecoin down 21.5%. If you guys are in any one of these coins, sorry to hear about it. Now we're going to check out our news articles of the day, guys. 3 things that could lift up Bitcoin, send it to the moon. Let's hope it's 3 things that we can see in the next month or so. Stay right there. In our first news article of the day, guys, 3 things that could lift Bitcoin prices to new highs. After a nasty correction, Bitcoin is back big time. The people's currency has gained close to 1.54% in the last 7 days alone, stabilizing around the $9,000 mark. That's close to 50% up from its recent lows, an encouraging sign for Bitcoin bulls. Now, guys, this source information is a little over a week old, so I'm going to skip that entirely. Will the digital currency ever reach and beat the old high? Some experts think so, provided that 3 things go in Bitcoin's way. The first thing is a higher Bitcoin adoption rate as a store of value and as a medium for exchange, 2 functions common among conventional currencies. That, in turn, will take a better security infrastructure. Assuming Bitcoin will be used as a store of value going forward, example, digital gold, a better security infrastructure overarching the entire crypto ecosystem will be needed for people to place trust in this new financial medium and start using it, says Christian Furry, president of this and CEO of Blockstar. Once this happens, more people will jump in, so a scalable infrastructure will be crucial. While a better security infrastructure will help Bitcoin improve its function as a store of value, it won't improve its function as a medium of exchange. What will? protocol enhancements that will stabilize Bitcoin's everyday value. If new enhancements are done to the protocol to allow Bitcoin, or a fork thereof, to become a medium for everyday transactions, examples, buying your latte with Bitcoin, we'll need a stability mechanism in place on top of security and scalability mentioned above. This way, that latte that you just paid $5 for won't be costing you $50 tomorrow. The second thing that could help Bitcoin reach new highs is the inflow of institutional money into crypto index funds. The influx of money from institutions putting money into crypto index funds will cause a cascading effect, causing the herds to rush in. Guys, I want to stop right there and say that is completely and totally false. Institutional money will not be buying cryptocurrency through exchanges. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to see, like, the CEO of NASDAQ fire up a Binance account and purchase $100 million worth of crypto. It's not going to happen. What they will do is they will find somebody who's looking to sell $100 million worth of, say, Bitcoin, and they will buy that from them over the counter. Like, exchanges will not be used in that transaction whatsoever. Therefore, the price of that digital asset will not increase. I'm just putting it out there, guys. At this stage, institutional investors hold the key to Bitcoin's growth. Again, false. Concerns around liquidity, security, counterparty risk, and custody of assets have so far prevented institutional investors from buying Bitcoin on decentralized exchanges. For this situation to change, a host of regulated exchanges must go online. That is the absolute truth. There needs to be regulation, guys. That is the number one thing that is holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole back, is that it's just not being taken seriously right now. I mean, it's riddled, absolutely riddled with fraud. So many ICO scams out there. Take BitConnect, for example, or the ill-fated Daver coin here a few months ago. Yeah, there needs to be a way to, other than, just looking and doing your own research, which, I'm going to try to tell you guys to do in every single video. Do not get scammed by these guys. I mean, you work too hard for your money, guys. I know I work too hard for my money to let some scumbag sitting in a basement try to take it from me. And that's why I do my research, guys. That's why if there's a coin that I'm interested in, I read its white paper, I look at the team, I Google the team, I see if their team has any previous work that they can be linked to. That's the fundamentals of the project. Not just, oh, this coin looks cool, and look, it's up 500%. I'm going to buy into it. That is how you will lose your money, guys. That is exactly how you will lose your money. Only when a regulated exchange, such as tZERO, CoinList, or even NASDAQ, go live with their secondary crypto trading platforms, will the smart money begin being invested directly into Bitcoin. Again, another statement that I don't like. That is not the smart money. The smart money is the $400-odd billion that is in the market right now. That's the smart money. That's the money that you and I have put in, and now we're just waiting for, regulated exchanges like tZERO, CoinList, or NASDAQ to go live, so everybody else can get in, everybody else can pump the price, and guys, we're in already. We're just going to go to the moon. That's what's going to happen. In my opinion, that's how I feel. Once this happens, the floodgates will open and we will see a new paradigm emerge. The crypto market cap will exceed, I think this is a typo because it's supposed to be $1 trillion. It's exceeded $1 billion long ago, and lead by a new all-time highs of Bitcoin. The third thing that could go Bitcoin's way is a proliferation of crypto-related exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. Crypto-related exchange-traded funds may allow for simpler trading through brokerage accounts, which would also contribute to hiked up prices for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, says Chris Klein, co-founder and COO of BitcoinIRA.com. The writing is on the wall. With so much momentum surrounding Bitcoin and other digital currencies, in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before prices rebound again. And a matter of faith, too. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that we're going to see Bitcoin reach a new high this year? If you listen to the likes of, say, like John McAfee, we'll see Bitcoin reaching $35,000 by the end of this year. I mean, there's so much flux in the market right now. I don't know if that exact price is going to be attained, but I believe, in all honesty, we will at least see $20,000 again by the end of this year. That's just my opinion, you know, from your humble YouTuber such as myself. Drop me a comment down in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think the institutional money that old Panos is talking about is going to be what causes it? Because I don't. You know, I think it's going to take people like you and I getting in early and then letting men like, or not men, but exchanges like such as T0, CoinList, or NASDAQ do all the heavy lifting for us. Just my 2 cents. Our next article for the day, guys. Should you have Bitcoin in your 401k? Will Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies help you save for retirement? I can't say there's a clear answer to that question, so let's consider the pros and cons. Ideally, you want a vehicle that's going to appreciate and compound. Stocks and bonds fill the bill most of the time, but not always. Why not Bitcoin or any of the several thousand cryptocurrencies? Aren't they considered diversified assets that don't move in lockstep with stocks and bonds? In a recent paper written by Charles Hodge of Milliman, a benefits consulting firm, the best advice is to wait on adding cryptocurrencies to retirement plans. Hodge, however, likes the prospects of the underlying technology behind Bitcoin, which is called the blockchain. While Bitcoin currently has challenges in the retirement plan space, Hodge writes, blockchain technology has the potential to generate returns for its adopters. For example, the Australian Stock Exchange plans to use blockchain to process equity transactions. That doesn't mean that cryptocurrencies are a forbidden idea as a long-term investment. It's just difficult to tell which ones will provide a positive return over time, which is also a problem with stocks. The downside? Let's view cryptocurrency investing through another lens. First of all, prices are a vertigo-inducing volatile. Bitcoin started the year around $13,000 and has been hovering around $8,000. Currently, it's sitting at $9,182.30. Some predict $20,000 while others say it's going to crash. Unlike big stocks like Apple, analysts are all over the board when it comes to Bitcoin prices. Cryptos aren't regulated either, although several government agencies around the world are gearing up for it. Then there's the liability of having something as volatile as a cryptocurrency in a retirement plan. Plan providers are liable for investments they offer. If they allow vehicles that are too risky or inappropriate, they can and will be sued. At this time, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are not appropriate for retirement plan sponsors, concluded Hodge. Plan sponsors should not yet consider them a distinct asset class. In the interim, I would suggest you wait until there's a low-cost exchange-traded fund that holds a basket of cryptos. It won't necessarily be a safer investment, but it will allow you to diversify and blunt some of the risk. Better yet, make sure your mix of stocks, bonds, and cash is right for your age and ability to stomach risk. So what do you think, guys? Would you ever consider putting Bitcoin into your 401k? I know I would. In fact, I invest in some of the longer term platforms like Dropple. That's a retirement platform, and they compound your interest. Like, I've got it set to where any interest that I gain is automatically reinvested. And I mean, I don't have a lot in it right now. I think like $200 or something like that. I'm not really sure. But I do have plans on year after year after year adding to it and seeing where it goes. I honestly believe that having crypto in your portfolio is probably the best idea that you could have. Crypto isn't going anywhere, guys. The blockchain isn't going anywhere. If anything, this is going to be like the next FANG era. And by FANG, I mean like Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google. There is going to be a company that emerges from the blockchain that is going to just take the world by storm. The question is, which company is it, and are you going to be invested in it when it does? You know, just some food for thought there, guys. Just some food for thought. And here we are, guys, on the Bitcoin versus US dollar day scale using the Bitfinex exchange information. And as you can see, guys, we have printed yet another red candle. Not good. Not good at all. It is testing this bit of resistance right through here, and we will put a trend line in just so we can all see it a little more clearly. Just like that. And you'll see that we are potentially bouncing off of it. But if we look a little closer, guys, we can also notice a rising wedge. We'll put our trend line here. We'll draw it up like this. We'll take another trend line. And we'll start from right about here. Get a touch there. And actually what we could do is just draw it back from the top of this high right here. And just draw it back to right there. We'll just drag it forward now, and there. That makes our wedge. And this, guys, this type of pattern is bullish, or it is not a bullish pattern. It is a bearish pattern, meaning that once it breaks from here, typically it's going down. I mean, from here, guys, it just looks like we're treading along this same exact bit of resistance that we've been on for, the past couple of days now. It's frustrating, You think you know what's going to go on. You think you have the right idea, and then, boom, out of nowhere, you're just blindsided by it. Guys, this has a lot to do with like uncertainty in the market right now. People are afraid, and I get it. I get it. It's a volatile place. It is a volatile place, this cryptocurrency market. Just when you think that everything's going good, boom, you get hit with huge engulfing red candles like this one right here. Or, these three here that are proceeding to just suck up all of our growth that we've had these last couple of days here. It's just, it's frustrating, guys. I'll be the first to admit, I just want this to go to the moon so we can all be rich, but whether that happens in this month or next month, who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that's something to look into, guys. Rising wedges. And that's what we've got going on here. And there's also the opposite. It's a descending wedge, and it would technically be coming from the opposite angle. Here, I'll draw this one just out in the middle of nowhere, just so you know what I'm referring to. And we'll draw it like that. And we'll grab my drawing tool here. So we've got an asset, you know, that's, oh yeah, it's doing its thing. It's bounding back and forth, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And this being a bullish sign, I just erased everything. We'll just go ahead and redraw that. And it's bouncing up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And once it hits the peak down here, generally this being a bullish sign would mean that, boom, we would go up. The exact opposite can be said here. Now, if we can expect it to, you know, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, and then once we get to this pivotal point, we can expect, now that this is not set in stone, and guys, do not listen to this as financial advice. Do not use this as trade secrets, because it is not. I am brand new to technical analysis, so I'm just going off of things that I've seen and learned. And what I have learned within the crypto market is it doesn't always follow technical rules, the crypto space. So with that being said, this pattern here is bearish. So once we get to the pinnacle here, what we should see is a dip down. Now, will we see that? I couldn't tell you, man. I could not tell you. But always have a plan for events like that. Or if we do manage to get here and break this trend and go this way, we want to have a plan for that as well, guys. Always be prepared for whatever happens. That's just my 2 cents on it. And this is where we're going to end the video today, guys. Sorry it was a little short. I've got a lot of things to do this evening. If you're still with me after all this time, hit that subscribe button, as I try to post a video every single day, Monday through Friday. And if you learned anything new today, hit that like button. Share it with a friend. And, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.